So let's get started today. We're in this transition, and I swear I only look at astrology when I cannot understand what is happening either in my life or in the world. I look at it for some level of an explanation of things. And there's been a big transition that's happening societally. They say that we haven't been in this type of transit since the 1860s, which is around the Civil War. So it's giving Civil War right now, right? So energetically, it feels really intense in our outer world, in our society. And because we're all a part of the collective consciousness, we, of course, are feeling it internally and in our own lives. And I don't even have a question about that. I'm sure if you're here today, then you must be feeling something. And so, whether it's showing up in a relationship with a friend or a kid, or whether it's just looking out into the news every day and feeling exhausted and um, defeated, or whatever it is that you're showing up with, I want to honor that together today. I just want to honor whatever is living within you. And I want to do some transmutation and violet flame work for ourselves, for our families, for our communities, for the world. Now, I have to admit, I have been a student of the violet flame for about a decade, and I've been a keeper of the sacred fire. I believe in the divine light. I've felt the divine light and the transmutative flame work in my life. And, I don't care whether it's because there's an actual flame or if it's because my intention and attention is going toward the energy of transmutation, whatever it is. Is it my belief system that's creating the transmutation? Is there actual sacred light that comes in? I've never been one that needs to determine what is actually doing the transmutation, because I'm sure it goes beyond what I could even fathom, what I can even understand. I'm sure when I'm at the gates of heaven and I'm like, well, how did the divine light work? It's not going to be anything close to what I was imagining as a 50-year-old invoking the violet flame. So I just make the assumption that I have no clue. But what I do know is that when we bring our attention to a situation with the intention for some level of transformation and alchemy, that when you call to the divine, to the light, it will always show up. A call to the divine always, it's physics. It's not some gray man deciding whether he's going to decide to help you out or not. The physics of the sacred is that when my attention builds into an intention, then it is so. The divine absolutely has to respond through physics, through the energetics of the law of resonance. So it's not chaotic. It's not by chance. It's through where we're putting our attention. And in this day and age, it's really easy to put our attention on the shit show and to feel the vibration of shit show. It's just really easy because that's what society is giving right now. So what I'm calling you to do is to be able to focus, bring your attention on that which needs transmutation. And so I started to say, having been a student of the violet consuming flame, I always confused the violet consuming flame with the threefold flame. And it wasn't until recently that I realized that those are different things. I just thought that if you understand the threefold flame, you'd probably get the joke, but I see no one here gets the joke. So the threefold flame is the pink flame of divine love, the blue flame of divine power, and the golden flame of divine wisdom. So if you're Christian, think of it as Trinity, right? It can be considered the pink flame is the divine feminine principle. The blue flame is the divine masculine principle. The pink flame is the breath in. The blue flame is the breath out, the yin, the yang. Okay, so we're working with the in-breath and the out-breath. We breathe in the pink light, the divine love. We receive divine feminine's receptivity. We breathe out the divine blue flame. Okay, so we have this flow of pink and blue flame that's moving through us with our attention. And the golden flame, I always picture it coming from above, straight from the divine consciousness. This is the divine wisdom. Divine love, divine power, divine wisdom, the threefold flame. So we're going to work with the threefold flame and we're going to work with the violet flame today. And the commonality is the sacred fire. Fire transmutes wood into ash, water into gas, right? Fire is transmutive. It will change the structure of something. And that is what society is calling us for right now, is to literally take the compost, the manure, and to make it into new growth, new life. And it's really hard to see that when you're looking at a pile of shit, very seriously. And that's what it feels like we're looking at right now. So as you breathe in, and as you feel into what it is that's showing up for you, whether it's outside of you or whether it's inside of you, whether it's the micro or the macrocosm, bring your awareness and your attention to that which you're ready to transmute. And we'll be working on society. So if there's something personally you want to work on, go ahead and focus on that. And as you breathe into your body, as you breathe into your belly, let's breathe into the vagus nerve. So breathing into the diaphragm, exhaling out slowly. We want the exhale longer than the inhale to relax the body. Good. Breathing in. Exhale, release. Allowing yourself to feel safe in your body. Exhale slowly. We can't feel safe if the nervous system is activated. We're in a fear state, so just breathe, recognizing you can bring yourself into a feeling of safety through about 10 breaths. As you exhale slowly, let the body relax. As you breathe into that upper belly, the diaphragm. Allowing yourself to feel that you are here for yourself. You're here with yourself. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. And as you stay with your breath, allow yourself to focus on what's weighing on your heart. As you drop into that space with curiosity, without trying to fix yourself or fix the world, just allow yourself to feel whatever's living in your heart in this moment. And just notice whether it's metaphorically or physically, whether you feel tense, tight, empty, cold, guarded in your heart. So just notice whether it's your physical heart or your heart chakra, just tap into what's going on in your chest, what you're feeling, what you're carrying. As you breathe into that upper belly and into your chest, you're just giving space for whatever's there. And usually there's sadness or grief underneath the anger. So if you're tapping into rage or anger, just go to the feeling underneath that, if you will. The more powerless feeling, the more vulnerable feeling. And it might take peeling away at whatever thoughts or emotions that you've been using to protect yourself, whether that's freezing or numbing, putting stories around situations. Try to feel into the hurt or the fear or the vulnerability. Simply breathe into that space. Feel into the disappointment or the sadness, the powerlessness. You're just bringing awareness and allowing yourself to feel what's already here. Sometimes people get afraid to feel this because they think they're going to manifest more of it. But bringing awareness to what's living within you is what heals it. It's what transmutes it. So as you breathe into your heart, as you feel deeply into what's living within you, as you let down the guard and you drop the walls and the facade, begin now to draw that threefold flame from the center of your heart space, so piped straight into your sacred heart is the divine light, is your soul flame. So you don't have to reach far to begin to connect with the sacred fire that's piped straight into your heart from the heart of the divine. Bring your awareness to that soul flame, the white fire core of your I am presence. And while keeping awareness to the sadness or the vulnerability that's living in your heart, begin now to fan that soul flame, that sacred fire. With your breath, just allow that light, that white light that carries every color, every quality of the divine. As you exhale, feel that light begin to move through your heart, not to get rid of the sadness or the vulnerability, but to simply allow it to transmute in the presence of that divine light. There's a big difference between trying to get rid of a bad feeling versus bringing such depth of presence and light into it. Breathing the light into the entire chest, into your heart, with pure presence to what is. From that white fire core, that white light, begin to draw the threefold flame into your heart. As you breathe in, feel that pink, magenta light, the light of the divine love. Just notice what it feels like to have the vulnerability drenched with the divine love. And if it's helpful to have the divine feminine, an angel, the divine mother, just allow your heart to open, to be receptive to that pink fire. Divine love. Breathe that through the pain. Deepening your breath, feeling the pink fire. Held by Archangel Chamuel. Breathing that pink light through your heart. As you feel that pink ray of light saturating the vulnerability, the sadness, the grief. On the exhale, begin to feel that blue flame, that sapphire blue light, the divine masculine, divine power pouring through. Feel the strengthening of the light. Embodied power, strength and courage, resilience. Breathe that blue flame, if you will. Feel it move through your heart as you receive the Divine Father, the masculine, whoever that is for you, held by Archangel Michael. Feel that blue flame move through your heart. Allowing to feel what strength feels like. Sometimes it's just having the strength to feel the vulnerability. Breathe that blue flame in. Feel the divine masculine balanced with the divine feminine. Let your in breath pull in that divine pink light. Let your out breath push the blue flame deeper into your heart. As you feel the perfect balance of divine love and divine power, begin now to open the crown and let that golden flame, that golden flame of divine wisdom and consciousness, to pour straight into the heart. This is the consciousness that has great understanding, great knowing, great wisdom. That can comprehend the great order of things, the divine order, even if our small minds don't understand. So feel the brain, the mind, feel it move through the neck straight into the heart, that golden light. Feeling Archangel Jophiel pulling that light, that divine wisdom for healing and for understanding. As it washes through your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your heart. Allow yourself to move into a deep sense of surrender, fully letting go into the divinity that you are. Feel the light wash through you into every cell of your body. Let your breath carry the light into every cell, every atom, every particle. Just continue using your breath to push the light deeper into your bones, into your organs. From this threefold flame, begin to call the violet consuming flame the transmutative fire. From the threefold flame, into every layer of yourself, your spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, energetic, your consciousness. I am the violet consuming flame in action, in my body, in my mind, my emotions, my energy field. I am the violet consuming flame in action. 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 Keeping your mind focused on the mantra, I am the violet consuming flame in action. Allow yourself to stay focused on the mantra as you begin to feel the violet flame transmuting karma, thoughts, stored dis-ease. And if you're Christian and prefer the Holy Spirit, simply keep your mind focused on the transmutative, sacred fire. I am the violet consuming flame in action. I am the violet consuming flame in action. Begin to feel your energy field 6 feet around you, engulfed in that sacred fire as you continue to chant the mantra in your mind. Feel the fire transmuting the lineage karma, your personal karma. I am the violet consuming flame in action. Keep your attention to the transmutation of all old energy. Commanding the violet flame to transmute you into your divine perfection. I am the violet consuming flame in action. And when you feel the fire anchored into your field, begin now commanding this on behalf of your family lineage, your entire family lineage. Just picture your ancestors, your future family members, current, like you're praying on them. I am the violet consuming action. I am the violet consuming flame in action. Transmute your lineage karma, seeing your family freed, released of dis-ease, mental illness, addictions, scarcity, vulnerabilities. I am the violet consuming flame in action. Continue this until you can see the transmutation or feel the transmutation of your entire lineage, concentrating, focused, transmuting. I am the violet consuming flame in action. Good. And as you stay here, begin to send this further into the world, wherever you want to focus it. I'm going to ask that we focus it in our country here on all of the disharmony and the karma, the unrest, the civil unrest, the angst, the discord. I am the violet consuming flame in action, transmuting our country back to a state of peace, safety, love. I am the violet consuming flame in action. I am the violet consuming flame in action. I am the violet consuming flame in action. Seeing our country fully consumed in the violet flame now. I am the violet consuming flame in action. Begin to send it around the globe, to all countries and to all beings. I am the violet consuming flame in action. I am the violet consuming flame in action. And as you connect to the I am that you are, you're connected to all of unity consciousness. I am the violet consuming flame in action. As you activate this divine fire for yourself, you activate it for all of humanity. So just see the entire world, our planet, engulfed with a violet consuming flame. And if you will, just imagine yourself holding this earth and handing it over to the divine, placing it into the hands of the divine, whatever that is for you. Divine, work on me, work on us, until we're transmuted back to divine perfection. And so it is. So it is. Not my will, not the will of my small mind, but thy will, the will of my highest consciousness. Not my will, thy will. Amen. And so it is done.